All right, y'all, welcome back to the show. This is Strait Shoota Podcast, and today on this Cultural Impact Monday, we're discussing one question that's got America divided. Can Karmelo Anthony receive a fair trial with an all-white jury? Y'all make sure y'all put that in the comments for me. Can Karmelo Anthony receive a fair trial with an all-white jury? All right, now we're going to get straight to it, all right? The incident took place on April 2nd, as most of you have heard or seen on the news. It was an altercation that took place over a seating dispute when Anthony entered a rival school's tent, and a fight ensued, resulting in Anthony stabbing Metcalf in the chest with his pocket knife. Now, the prosecution have characterized the killing as a provoked, unjustified attack.
You see where I'm from, you don't do that.
They presented 21 witnesses. All of them, of course, was on the sides of Metcalf as of right now, including student eyewitnesses, staff, and a medical examiner. Now, to establish that the stabbing was deliberate, but body-worn camera footage of Anthony's arrest was also presented to the jury and the judge. Now, we all know that Karmelo Anthony has a great legal team. I'm guessing, hoping, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, his defensive team, you know what I'm saying, they contend that he acted in self-defense, arguing that he used the knife in a split-second decision out of fear, you know what I'm saying, for his life during the chaos. It ain't just like he was heads up with one brother. He had a twin brother in the mix throwing blows too. So it ain't like it was just a one-on-one thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, because Anthony faces a murder charge rather than capital murder, he is not eligible for the death penalty or life without parole. If convicted, he faces a sentence ranging from 9 to 99 years in prison, which is basically life. That's all that legal jargon. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to pose one more question. Should the jury diversity matter? Should he have a jury of his peers? Because I'm going to just be honest, a bunch of old white folks sitting in the courtroom talking about that's the jury of his peers. I'm not feeling that.
You see where I'm from, you don't do that.
But yeah, man. So, this brother right here is fighting for his life, literally fighting for his life. Had to fight for his life on the field. And now he's fighting for his life in the courtroom. Now, I got a quick courtroom recap that I want to get y'all to real quick. Y'all sit back and check this out, all right?
County courtroom where 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony is on trial for the murder of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf.
Eddie immediately starts crying. The attorney goes up there and gives him Kleenex.
Court TV anchor Cody Thomas has been inside the courtroom watching the testimony. Thomas is talking about 18-year-old Eddie Parra. He was the Memorial High School student the defense maintains was the reason Anthony was at the Memorial High School tent that fateful day. The defense has referred to Parra as Anthony's friend, but when questioned by the prosecution, he didn't define their relationship that way.
We finally hear from Eddie, and Eddie all but says that we weren't really that good of friends. I just knew this kid because he was dating my what he called his cousin, but a childhood friend. Eddie's testimony, coupled with everybody else's, doesn't seem like he had any reason being under the tent at all.
So it sounds like Eddie switched sides on him in the courtroom in layman terms. Now, you know what I'm saying? Eddie was supposed to be his friend. That's who he went over there to speak to. But now Eddie's saying, I don't know him. You know what I'm saying?
But on cross-examination, the defense showed the jury several photographs of Parra and Anthony hanging out and seemingly having fun. Parra maintained they only hung out when Anthony's then-girlfriend was around, calling her the common link between them. Defense attorney Toby Shook asked Parra to demonstrate on him how he remembered seeing Metcalf shove or push Anthony before the stabbing. But it was when Assistant District Attorney Bill Worski asked Parra to describe the deadly encounter between Metcalf and Anthony that he broke down.
Then when Eddie describes it, when he lifted up his shirt and saw the hole, like he said hole, not just a wound, a hole. So that kind of gives you an idea maybe how big this wound was, this stab wound.
The state's last witness was Dr. Elizabeth Ventura, the Collin County Chief Medical Examiner who performed Metcalf's autopsy. Metcalf's parents and other family members stepped out of the courtroom prior to her testimony. Ventura showed the jury 4 photographs of the stab wound. She said the stab wound was 2 inches in length and noted it was, quote, gaping. Ventura added that the knife blade wound went through Metcalf's heart wall. She said the injury was not survivable and ruled the official cause of death, stab wound of the chest, manner of death, homicide, meaning it resulted from the intentional actions of another person. The state rested after calling 21 witnesses. Anthony's legal team maintains that the then 17-year-old acted in self-defense when he fatally stabbed Metcalf with a 3.5-inch folding knife. They have repeatedly pointed out that Metcalf was much taller and bulkier than Anthony. The jury now hearing their side of things. I talked to a criminal defense attorney not involved in this case.
What they're going to want to do is have witnesses that can establish exactly what was going on, what words were said, what actions were taking place. Defense is going to want to say that this was self-defense, and they're going to want to get those specific actions and words as well.
And the defense called 3 witnesses to the stand to testify before the judge called it quits for today. It's too soon to tell if Karmelo Anthony will testify on his own behalf. Keep in mind that the burden of proof is on the state. I can tell you that court resumes on Monday at 9 a.m.
All right, so with that being said, like I said, this is what it is. He's fighting for his life. You know what I'm saying? This guy has been reported. Now, it's been reports, you know what I'm saying, out there that this guy, Austin, and his twin brother were big badasses, bullies now. So, you know, my whole thing is this. I'm not the judge. I'm not the jury. But who gave him validation to tell somebody who can and can't sit somewhere? That's my first question. Now, we all know that this is tragic. None of this had to happen. You know what I'm saying? No, but he could have been going on with his life, going to college, and this man could have been going on with his life, going to college, you know? Just off of a bad split-second decision, both of these young men's lives are forever changed. Well, one of them is completely changed because he's no longer here. Now, this other brother is going to have to go through some things the rest of his life. He's going to be a poster child for something now. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, you know, it's just a tragedy on both sides. I hate that this whole thing ever happened, but, you know, the facts are the facts, and the unbiased opinion is this. I mean, I'm on the fence, man. Like I really feel like he really got a good shot to win. But with this all-white jury, man, it's going that, man, in Texas. Now, I live in North Carolina, and I know this is a Bible Belt state, but Texas? Oh, man, I mean, you know, somebody out there in the Texas area, y'all put it in the comments, and y'all let me know who got boots on the ground and how y'all really feel about this thing. Because, I mean, me personally, hey, he told him, leave me alone. And this guy, now it went from a shove to a light push. No, man, you ain't gonna like push nobody, especially no white person, no disrespect to a black person. Like, that just ain't gonna happen. Ain't no light shove, especially when you talking in a threatening manner. You ain't gonna be talking in a threatening. And then they said that he was asked 15 times to leave the tent. Well, who counting? Why they ain't on the stand? Who was counting? So if y'all counted that many times of this and that going on, why didn't somebody go get a school official to have him removed instead of trying to be captain chief of the day and try to jump out there? Like I said, this is not a funny matter, and this is serious. But, you know, you got to, and where was his friends? Because friends don't let friends crash out. Once he said, touch me and see what happens, if y'all was that threatened or felt that threatened by his presence, you should have went and got administrator. You know? You are not the authority, but he took the authority into his own hands, and that was a fatal mistake. Now, is Karmelo Anthony right for doing that or wrong? That's up to the jury to decide. But me personally, hey man, he told them to back. They ain't back. And then it's even other reports that a staffer from the school said that the tape shows that a lot of these people have been telling false stories. It was something out there where they was talking about it's nowhere on the footage that it shows his brother giving him CPR like he claimed he did. So, you know, it's a whole lot of, we're going to see some stuff shake today. On Monday, we're going to see some stuff shake today, man. I don't know, man, but right now, I promise you, this is like some Rodney King, OJ trial going on right now. This has really got America, this has some potential to be something now, and I hope it isn't, but either way it goes, it's going to be some upset people. But y'all put it in the comments, man, and y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Cultural Impact Monday. Does Karmelo Anthony deserve a fair trial? Y'all let me know, man. We out. Strait Shoota Podcast, baby. Gone.